Alright, this will be a guide on how to play the Nyakuza portion of the 90% lagless run for console specifically, because the lack of the boopy mode on console changes how you play Nyakuza pretty significantly. Around half of how you play Nyakuza is still the same, so I'll be splicing in the PC tutorials for that, but I'm recording the rest of them right now. Alright, moving on from lab, we're gonna play Nyakuza, get started on main station. So first, you just do the same movement you did to get to lab, except down here you go to the left and switch your ice head before you interact with the panel. And the boop scope here is just hold up left. And as soon as the text boxes come up, you stop holding up left. If you do it correctly, you will end up like basically right here, but I went a little bit too far. So you basically want to react to that and then just adjust and then ice head down. And then here you just switch your sprint head and dive into the telescope. So here, this level, the train cycles, except for this first one, the train cycles are dependent on your computer, which is unfortunate. They're also dependent on how you move your camera around, but I'm not going to get into that. So if you have different cycles than mine, there's very little you can really do about it. So, first off here, you just dive into this cat. And then you dive this over here. And this first train, you'll never be able to catch it. It's literally impossible, so don't worry about that. Just climb the next train and wait a little bit. And then come over here. And this is one of the cycles you might have to wait on like I did there. I had to wait for that one. But if you have a different cycle, you might not have to wait at all. But you just sprint jump over here, and then you come over here, dive into the cat. You don't have to get in the mud, because the cat will just be right over here if you play fast enough. Then you just double jump and dive, and then cancel over here. And here you're only looking at the second train. You want to get on that one, and you might have to wait for the cycle as well. But this is good enough to work. And as soon as you get on the train, you want to jump immediately to avoid being taken too far to the right. By the train momentum, and you just dive to get a slide like this, roll out of the slide, come over here, and you single jump into this wall, and then you get a wall jump and a double jump and a dive cancel like that. And this train at the end is also CPU and PC dependent. So you always want to try to catch the cycle, even if it's very late like this and you just barely miss and fall down, you will respawn right here, and you can just take the next train. So always try to get the cycle, even if it looks like it's impossible, just try anyway. So I'll show what that entire section looks like without interruption. Just like that. Can't catch the first one. Just take the next one. Take it for a little bit. Into this cat. Try to catch that cycle if you can. I don't think I could have caught that one. Down here. You immediately jump off of that one, and get the dive and the slide, do the jump, the single jump, and take this train. And you just want to get as far ahead on this train as you can while you're waiting in the tunnel. And here you can sprint jump or SJ off. See what the SJ looks like. Get very close to the cat. And you want to switch to your brewer head. And right as you get close enough to the cat, you just throw the brewer, and then switch to your sprint head and just smack him with your brewer. Sometimes it'll be 3 hits, sometimes it'll be 2 hits, just do 3 hits every time, just to make sure. And you want to do the brewer, because he has 4 health, and if you don't use the brewer first, he will be able to run away from you a little bit, and that's just slower to deal with than it is to preemptively hit him with the brewer first. So, when the timepiece spawns in, you just sprint jump into it as soon as you can. And that is main station. And at the end of the timepieces here, you're just going to be holding text smash. Just skip a Empress cutscene, and you're moving on to the next timepiece. Alright, and from here, you just dive boost forwards a couple times, and then double jump and dive cancel to get up here. You saw I did an SCJ, you don't have to do that, just a little bit faster. From here, you have 2 options to get on top of this building. And the first way is called noodle jump, so you go all the way to the edge like this, and then double jump dive cancel, and climb the middle part of this noodle on the bowl. that. It's not that precise. You can go a little further left than this, and a little further right than that, and it should still work. As long as you spaced out your jumps well enough. If you're struggling with that, then your other way up is to get on this cat ear. And the collision on this cat ear is a little bit weird. You can see you can like kind of tumble on it. So a good way to get up here without falling down is to go all the way to the edge like this, and then single jump up like that. And you don't have to reach all the way up to the tip, you just want to get like decently high up, and then double jump dive cancel to this wall. So either way you use to get up here, you just want to get across here. And you want to be careful with this black part of the roof when you're going across here. If you like get greedy and try to, like say, dive boost like this, if you go too far down that black thing, it'll just make you fall. So be careful with that. If you do fall down here, the way back up is over here. There's a rift token there too. And then from here you can double jump dive cancel. And now you're up here again. Okay. So from here there are two scenarios. Either the train is here or the train is not here. And if the train is here, which is probably more likely to happen, then you want to jump from pretty far right. Under this arc is a good sign. You want to jump up here. And you want to go neutral after a certain point, because if you just hold forwards when you vault up here, you will get knocked down by the train. Okay, so you need to stop holding forwards after a certain point. If you get knocked off, then you are holding forward for too long. Okay? If you don't climb the wall, then you are holding it too short. Alright. So, let me give myself invincibility here, because I'm gonna get hit by these trains a lot. So, from here, you want to, assuming the train is still here, you want to sprint jump, neutral, and then hold forwards into the train. And as soon as you get on the train, you want to sprint jump off and hold left. Don't hold left, actually. You will move left because the train is moving left. You want to sprint jump off and then dive cancel to get down. Sprint jump and then dive cancel. Get down here. This is where you want to be. Okay. Let me show that entire thing again. To get up here. I missed. Let me wait for the train again. I didn't hold forward for long enough. Get up here. Jump up. Hold forward. Jump off. Dive cancel. Land down here. Okay. So that's the first scenario. The second scenario is the train is not here. So like this. So you just get up and you can just hold forward as much as you want. You don't have to worry about getting hit by the train. And then you climb the second train instead. And as soon as you land on the second train, you want to dive off of it and then dive cancel to get down. So dive and then dive cancel. And you're going to land on this train earlier than you think, because this train that's above you will push you down, like that. Okay, I'll do it without a pause, just so you can see how unnatural it looks. Okay. Because you land pretty early, so be ready to react to that. You can just hold down your dive button while you're in the air. So after you clear the train like that, just hold down dive, and then dive cancel. Right? So, if you get hit by the trains at any point, if you like mess up this movement, say you like land over here or you land over here or something, get hit by the train, you will spawn over here. All you have to do here is know where to go. It's not a big time loss. You just go this way. And you're right here, so it's not that bad. If you're struggling with this strat where you want to land like this and not get hit by the train, if you're struggling with that and you keep getting hit by the train or you don't clear the wall, you're really struggling to get it down, just don't do that strat and just wait for the train to go away every time. So just wait it out even though it takes a few seconds, and then just do this strat every time. Right, so once you're finally here, just ice head down to get in here. And from here, do 2 dive boosts forward, and you want to get on top of this chair. And then double jump dive cancel up this, and we'll slide down to land here. And then just double jump up here. Here you dive boost. Here you want to single jump into the right wall, and then wall jump and double jump in the air, like that. Okay, it's the fastest way to get through this section, like by a lot. So single jump, and then wall jump, double jump in the air. And then get one more wall jump in. Like that. So that's the best way to clear that. And from here you can do a kind of big skip. Save several seconds. You can get on this box, and then the spacing is a little bit precise, but it's not too bad. And technically doesn't require any speed tech, so you do single jump into the wall, and at the peak of the slide, you wall jump off, and then double jump, and then dive cancel in this direction to grab this ledge. See, it's a little bit tricky. I missed it there. Missed it again. It's a little bit, it is pretty hard. So, don't feel bad about missing it a few times. Okay. If you can't get this down, then you just go this way. Be careful with the cycle. You really want to wait it out, because it's going to hit you. Here you just climb up this, and then hit the count. You'll get bounced up here. And here. And now you're over here. Okay. From here, if the train is red, just wait. But if the train is not red, then you can jump on top of it. And then you just basically jump again, because it will take you, the momentum will take you into this wall. And then you jump. Wall jump off of it like that. Ideally, you will only need one wall jump like that. But if you're struggling with that, then instead of sprint jumping off the train, you can double jump. It's a little funky with the train's momentum, but you'll get used to it. Once you're up here, you just dive boost into the timepiece. Alright, moving on from yellow manhole to the timepiece you got with the 2 boob clips. You're going to go back to hub after that timepiece instead of going through the jewelry store cutscene. And as soon as you're here, you just dive boost into the telescope. And then you use your mouse here to enter yellow overpass manhole. And we do this just because the spawn point is much closer to the next timepiece we want, so it is worth it to go back to hub for it. And when you load in here, you just want to be holding back, and then you single jump onto the spring, and you turn your camera here when you load, like when you're transitioning to the overworld, and you're gonna have like a lot of height, and then you're gonna double jump and dive cancel into this wall like that. And you want to go neutral after you get that climb. So, because if you're not neutral, then this can happen. That's actually not what I wanted to show. Try to get back. Let me try to show what it looks like. I basically got what I wanted there. Like, this can happen. And that will send you back down. So that's why you want to go neutral, in case that happens to you. And the backup for that, if you do get sent back down here, then you want to get on this chair, and then just double jump dive cancel, get up here. And you'll get a double climb like that, because you're a little bit low. So you want to go neutral after the double climb. If you find it uncomfortable and you're getting knocked off a lot, then there's an alternative way to get up here. Is you go to this wall instead, and then a wall jump to land on the ledge. So you might find that more comfortable. Either way, you can catch the cycle you want from that as well. So the cycle you want to catch will look like this. Either method you use. And you just jump to get on the train, and then double jump to dive cancel to get up this train. And that's the cycle. And you come over here. So if you find that cycle uncomfortable, then you can just take the spring and then get up here after the train goes to make it more comfortable, and then jump on the train like that, and then you can catch this cycle. But if you don't like that cycle either, then you just wait a little bit longer and take the next one. So whatever method you use to get to this point, when you're like here, you want to double jump and dive cancel like this to climb that, and that can be a little bit weird with the train momentum. That's why you want to jump a little bit earlier than you think you should. And similar to earlier, you want to go neutral as you get to the top of here, because if you don't go neutral, then you will fall down the other side of this wall. And if you do fall down here, then the way to get back up is by getting on this box, and then climbing this, and landing down here, and then taking this, and try to get a ledge grab here, and then you just do a neutral vault, so you don't fall down. And from here, you want to make sure that the cycle is okay. You don't want to be too late on it. If you're like seeing like the red part like this, then it's a little bit risky to go for this. So play this safe, and then you just single jump into the left wall, climb as long as you can, and then double jump and dive cancel. Wall jump, double jump, dive cancel to climb this. And you just immediately sprint jump over here, and then you sprint jump into the timepiece. So I'll show what this entire level looks like with the best cycle. Let me correct the spawn point real quick. There you go. Alright, so what the entire level looks like with a good cycle. Just like that. Over here you can sprint jump, neutral sprint jump to get over that. You can see this cycle lines up pretty well if you did the rest well enough. And that is yellow overpass. Alright, and here after the yellow overpass timepiece, you're going to go back to hub again, and you're basically going to do the same thing again, all the way up to the same timepiece. And that sounds very weird, but you'll see what happens. Okay. I'll get in here. We're going to do the exact same movement. Oh, kind of the lucky climb there. Doesn't save time, but it makes it easy. Up here. Up here. And then just do one sprint jump, okay? Don't pick up the timepiece, you just want to get up here. And from here, you want to jump into this corner and just wall slide down. And the way Nyakuza is structured, there's just happens to be a little volume there that slightly sticks out, and it's a recovery volume for Pink Paw at almost the very top of Pink Paw. So you just get respawned up here. So that's pretty funny. And from here, you just want to double jump dive cancel up this wall, and sprint jump into this cat. It doesn't matter where on the cycle he is, you just sprint jump into him. Add a dive cancel if he's far away. Right? From here, just either DSJ into this cat, or like sprint jump and dive cancel. And from here, just be patient on the cycle, and just do some jumps across. Take the hook shot into the timepiece. You can add a dive boost there if you're fancy. Alright, moving on from yellow overpass, you'll get an Empress cutscene again, so you just use tech smash to go through that. And then we'll go to green clean, and here you just go here to the left, do a dive boost, and then dive into this mud puddle. And just dive boost into the cat to go up here. And do a double jump to make the height. And here you can just dive boost and sprint jump into the cat, and then double jump and dive and get another boost like that in this direction. And here, this cat, you can do a double jump into one of the walls like that. And then right underneath the cat, you can do a wall jump and hold back. Like that. And then after the wall jump part, after it bounces you, you stop holding back. And then do your double jump, and then you can dive cancel into the wall to climb it. Like that. And that's like one of the best ways to get up here. It's a little bit tricky though, so if you don't like that, just wall slide into the cat. Don't do the wall jump at all. And then double jump back, and then wall slide down like this. And then use that to get up. It's a little bit easier. Whatever method you choose to get up here, you just sprint jump to climb this. And you sprint forward a little bit to like the middle part of this, and then you just sprint off the edge. And it's a recovery volume place there for some reason, and you'll just spawn over here. And from this point, you just sprint over here. You can do 2 dive boosts on this thing. And here you can DSJ up to that platform. If you miss it, you still make it, so don't worry. So here's what the DSJ looks like. Maybe you want to dive cancel as well. But if you miss the DSJ, then it'll just look like this, and you will still make it just fine. And from here, you just dive boost into this cat, and you don't have to worry about the trains here at all. You're gonna skip them completely with this dive boost, and you just cruise along into the timepiece like that. You pick that up, and that is green clean. Alright, and after the green clean timepiece, that's the 25 timepieces we need for finale, so just go back to hub to skip the Empress cutscene.